Christmas, everybody. You're welcome to
the
Christmas special. Push the point.
There you go. Cold start is dead. Yeah, that's it's dead. It's absolutely dead.
I had to read your eyes to see when you pressed the button. Which at this point, I've just about got it. You're pretty sly sometimes, but
yeah,
I was like,
pretty sly for a white guy.
Pretty sly for a fat guy. So I am digging the Christmas jumpers. Trip, reveal yourself. You look like you just got a black jumper on.
I got a bear.
Oh yes, that's good.
On skis or snowboard?
Those that are on the Spotify.
Yeah,
it's a bear, skiing bear.
Right, very good. Hold on. So I just remembered mum mail, so I'm reminding my mum.
Oh, okay. All right.
Simon, explain your jumper.
Did we do Christmas jumpers last year? Because mine is
yes, yeah.
You've worn that one before.
Yeah, you've worn that one before.
I think you've worn that one.
That's really good.
Pretty much every Christmas because I'm too tight to buy another Christmas jumper.
I mean, it's a very good Christmas jumper, I would say.
I mean, it's all occasions.
Right.
Hamish has gone deep into mum mail.
I've gone deep into my mum's mail. No, so
keep it going.
Keep it going. So I have got candy arms. I've bought this. This is old. This is a very worn like Christmas jumper. This has definitely been on every podcast because I've had this before the podcast even existed.
Before the time the podcast started.
I think it's almost 2 content creations ago. But
2 whole content creations ago.
Before Push the Point, before the Satcast, before staging grounds. I'm listing off some previous pieces of work that I used to do. And I'll give you a little something, right? The Satcast.
Something.
I love something.
Shall I tell you, did you boys know about this?
We knew
the
about
Satcast. I just know it's your Instagram handle.
Well, that used to be a podcast that I used to play this game called Warhammer Champions. And
I don't think you've ever mentioned it.
No, never not. It's been 5 years and I've never mentioned it. So
I was joking.
No. Well, then you know about it then.
Come on, tell the story. I'm joking.
Hold on. My mum's just replied.
Oh.
Well
done, listeners.
Sorry.
Hamish,
I tell you what, I love it how you used to just sitting there going, right, we can't operate unless Hamish is talking.
We just find it absolutely hilarious.
It's much more fun to give you the nice radio silence of presumably WhatsApping your mum.
He's just updating her on his GCSE maths.
The trouble, Hamish, is if you start talking and then stop to message your mum, it's quite hard to fill.
Yeah, that's true. That's so true. Yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah. I'm just gonna. I cannot do 2 things at once, and the phone engages.
Now I know what Faye has to deal with.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay. So the Satcast. Well, you actually shut it down. To be fair, Simon. Anyway, the Satcast is a The Satcast is a podcast I did for a game called Warhammer Champions, but I wanted to do something a bit more open where I'm not tying a complete content towards one single game. So I didn't want to be called something like, I don't know, Push the Point or Arsenal Pass. Like, that name is for that game. Now, Push the Point is a bit actually quite open. I wanted to just be a bit more flexible. So that's why I called it the Satcast, because I thought, well, if it's me, then I can do anything I want with that name.
Just a sack of what?
My internet handle's Hamsack. So yeah. So I did that, and I did it a podcast with Dale, and it was just more, just open really, just me, Dale, and a friend called Mark, and we just talked about nerdery, really. And
nerdery.
Yeah,
right, Simon. You know what this is? This is like when you're hanging out with a girl, and she starts talking about her previous boyfriend. And
yeah, I know. Even
if she's saying it wasn't like the best, it's just a little bit weird. It's just
she's obviously thought it was so good that she's brought it up.
I love it how you guys don't even realise you were hanging out with my ex. At a barbecue.
We did realise, yeah.
I don't know why it
We just
stopped.
make it one happy
No,
foursome.
I know why
I
it
don't
stopped. I didn't want to do content creation anymore.
Yeah, and you went straight back into content creation again.
And then I found
Straight
juice.
back in
And then I found the
to the
two
Kingdom cast.
Then
Yeah.
well, no, I didn't even want to do that. I actually said I don't want to do content creation. I simply will just hard record this. Hang on, my mum's ringing now. I was gonna hard record this, and then you got to deal with it, and then Adam took all the credit. Anyway, here comes my mum. Hi, Mum. You're on the podcast.
I'm on it.
Yeah, you're on the podcast now.
Oh, holy shit. I'm only ringing to say what the hell is flesh and blood and what is nerduru?
Nerdery.
Nerdery.
Yeah. So Trip's mum gave a lovely message saying about how much she loves hearing us all get together. It's like her son, seeing her son be young again, because you know.
Proud of her son, right?
Yeah. What would you like? What would you like to ask? Something, I don't know, anything. Just a question about how I am. I don't know how you see me in the game or anything. I don't know. It's mum mail.
Okay, well, I don't know what nerdering or fleshing and blooding. I just thought you played card games or rolled dice. And I'll be honest, I'm just grateful that you're off the streets and you're not taking drugs and that you're playing games with other nice boys.
Yeah.
So I'd like to wish all of you the very best with that. And I guess if I was going to ask you anything, who's your favourite character?
In what
Flesh or blood?
Well, who's my favourite hero?
Baddie.
Okay. Is there something that you don't know Simon and Trip? Would you is there a question you'd like to ask them that they can answer?
Simon and Trip.
Yeah, so Simon is both of them are taller than me. Trip is what we would call Shadow Ferg, but he with a personality. And Simon is a very tall anaesthetist and a lovely man.
Don't be knocking my son.
Oh, right. If you've never met these two, yeah. But what would you like to ask Simon and Trip?
I guess I'd like to ask them, what is it they love most about playing these games, and what is it that frustrates them the most?
That's great.
Easy
that's
answer
great.
For that second one.
All right.
Easy answer for that second one.
Yeah, cool. All right, Mum. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Hamish's mum.
Yeah, and you
you
got to listen to the episode now. No, she can't hear you. All right, love you, Mum. Bye.
Bye.
Well, that went well.
That was sick.
That went better than expected.
To be fair, I would say it is better than being on the streets.
Yeah, or taking drugs.
And yes, you are hanging out with some lovely boys.
Yes.
Yeah, that is true. I actually think me and Simon are probably in the scale of lovely boys. We're quite high on that scale, I would say.
I have to say,
goody two shoes to the H.
Yeah, Simon is our goodiest of two shoes. If there was two shoes that are good, that's him.
Interesting.
I think Trip is the how would I put Trip? He likes he likes to take one shoe off for the laugh. You know, occasionally he'll go, "Come on, bending the rules is a little bit fun." You know,
I see what you mean. Interesting metaphor. I've never heard that.
I would say that Hamish and I are, if anything, opposite ends of the scale, and Trip likes to dance on both sides every now and then.
Yes,
yeah.
Although I sound like I'm an absolute nutcase. Although what I love about Simon is that I know we're all good lads, but what I love about Simon is that he is the goodiest two shoes that really wants to not be. He's got this side of him that's like, oh no, yeah, like Trip will put me in line with the stuff I come out with, and Simon will sit there going, I love it, but I have to agree with Trip, and I'm like, and Trip is actually the only one that will tell me off for saying stuff.
I'd say I actually probably encourage you more because I can't do it myself.
Yeah, exactly.
He wants you down the path.
He has to go, this is what I wonder what would happen if I took both my goody two shoes off. And Trip would go, look, that's ridiculous, stop it. Whereas I go, I just turn around and went, I have 2 good shoes. I just can't find them. I've lost them.
I see what. Okay, I'm getting the shoe metaphor now. I didn't quite pick up on that, but
the goody
I was like,
2
"Are you
shoes.
saying I'm the kind of guy who would just be like, guys, let's just take one of our shoes off?"
Yeah, you'd put both of them on when it matters, but then you'll go, I'm happy to take one off. I haven't seen you take both off. I think that's your 20s trip. I want to see the no shoes
in
were
my
on.
20s. I was well past my 20s, mate.
Oh, were you?
Maybe
Yeah.
I'm 30 now, so
Exactly.
33. In fact, I'm an ancient man.
Yeah.
But in answer to your mum's questions,
Yes.
my favorite part of Flesh and Blood is the community, because I think it's like it is a good way to like hang out, meet new people, hang out with people who you might not normally hang out with. The game is obviously great, but for me, it's like it's a good way to meet people and to have external relationships in your older age, because it's quite difficult to make friends in a later age that aren't just like people from work. So it's nice to like have that avenue to meet people. Yeah, third space, exactly. Most frustrating is probably no, I was gonna say you. No, it's not Hamish. It isn't Hamish. It's not Hamish.
It's me when I go, Trip, have you got a thumbnail ready? Because I'm basically, I feel like Trip is my son going, do you want to get ready for school? Because it's literally in 5 minutes.
Yeah, it might be. I don't. It's the most frustrating thing. It's probably the cost. The price is it costs a lot of money to play Flesh and Bloods.
It does. It can do.
I don't just necessarily know if it's frustrating, but it's very expensive game sometimes. And...
Yeah, I think if this game was frustrating, I think maybe if we're saying we're frustrated,
if I was frustrated, I wouldn't
play it. No, I wouldn't be involved in it. But I think if there's an aspect of it, I think sometimes I don't think the game's frustrating ever. I think being a content creator can have frustrating moments of when you go, Matt, like this doesn't stop. And sometimes you just want to have a moment to stop, and you know you can't, if that makes sense. But it's not really that frustrating. I don't know.
So I was gonna on the frustration side, I was gonna mention something similar. Like if it's almost like if you take your eye off the ball with this game for too long, you're so far behind, it feels really hard to catch back up.
Yeah.
Especially like whether that's content creation, competitive play, like if you took a set off, it would feel like you were a long way behind.
Yeah. You would have to dig up so much enthusiasm to get it back. You can't half bake that long.
I can see how people sort of slip out the game. If you can't get to an armory for a couple of months and you're not playing online and you're not talking about the game regularly, it becomes very hard to maintain an interest. And it I don't know about other people, but in my head sometimes you get a bit overwhelmed when you look at like the number of cards that have been released and how the decks have changed. And so
they all just do the same thing, really. At the end of the day.
They really do. 0 for 4, 1 for 5, 2 for 6.
But my actual most frustrating thing is so trivial, and actually I really like it sometimes, but you have to be in the right mood. It's sitting and putting all my cards into binders. You know, I have to have it. No, I know you don't, and it blew my mind. We were talking about where our bulk and our collections are when we were talking about Silver Age.
What's this?
And Trip says he just puts all the cards in boxes.
That's a legendary. That's a
legendary Pringle.
From the yard.
Oh my god! Yeah. Right.
Anyway, I was just like, well mine are all in binders up here. Look. I don't know if you can see it, but it's all on the bookshelves behind me.
I've got my Viscera. Sage deck still right here.
For the Christmas. Yeah, I mean, I've got this terrible chain deck here as well. But,
well, okay. I've actually discovered my most.
The community is definitely the best.
Oh yeah, 100%. I think the best. I think the best bit of this is. I suppose really is the best thing about this game is the content creation I do with you guys, and it sounds really whatever, but it's the opportunities that we've managed to get from it, from the spoilers to having those opportunities to cast, and the fact that London isn't just go to the event to us. Do you know what I mean?
It means more. It means so much more.
Yeah, you've got a lot more investment into the thing that everyone else is going to go and do. Now, I suppose sometimes it's frustrating that you just want to be a participant to London. And then because you're a content creator, it feels ridiculous to just do that. Does that make sense?
I think this not matters. I think this applies to you more than it does to Trip and I. Like Trip and I can wander around London, like the event hall, and not be approached by people who are like, "Oh, you're so and so from Push the Point." Like, I feel like you are a big voice in content creation for this game because you go and you release interviews and deck checks and first take deck checks and like all of this stuff. I feel like Trip and I, if we want to, can fly under the radar.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I see like a couple of people who might come up to me, but it's very different because you're the face of the channel. So
I suppose really it's like you're the I play the drums for this band, but not everyone might know. Some people will definitely know the drummer.
No, you're not the drummer.
No, I'm not the drummer. I'm the lead singer. Yeah. I feel that, and then people don't know what I'm trying to get at. It's not about
I'm the bassist,
me.
by the way.
Yeah.
And Trip's the rhythm guitarist.
The trouble is that I just so I just ignore people as well.
Exactly.
No, that's impossible. Trip will never ignore someone.
If I ever ignored people, it's because I've got my headphones in.
No, I can tell. There's only one. If Trip ignores you,
I wouldn't do it on purpose.
But he's probably got a migraine.
That's another.
100%.
Yeah.
If I leave the conversation quickly as well, that's just because I'm not very good at.
No. My point is that I feel that I think the one thing I am is, as you guys know, is incredibly opportunistic about when something comes up. Something is there. I go, come on, let's make it. Let's do it. Let's just do something. It's there. Why would you not do it? And that's just in my nature, I guess. Now, I've actually found a frustrating thing. It's building. Okay. It's building decks. Not on February. It's not on February. It's when you go, right, time to put this in real life.
Yeah.
Where are my things?
Yeah, because I don't have any sorting system for my cards, so it takes forever to find anything.
I think I had about 10 Null Rune hoods, all carefully placed, and I went to get my binder out and go, they were all gone. Where I must have I put them in a deck, and now I went, I'm too lazy to put it away.
So finding cards to build a deck often isn't that hard early on because I've got binders. They're all in the binders. But then when I've built a deck and it goes out of fashion, I'm like, well, I might need that one day. So I'm just going to put it in its entirety in sleeves in another box somewhere.
Yes.
And then I can't find the cards.
Because where's the box? In a box? Yeah, and that box is in the attic. Yeah, that's my life. Anyway, thank you, Mum Mail.
Well, before we move on,
I know we've had 20 minutes and no beer.
I love it. But how crazy who would have thought Trip you got on a plane and came to Lille and Barcelona. Hamish, and New Jersey trip. How crazy, Hamish, that we went to California for 4 and 5 days to play in a world champion. That's
actually a good point.
I actually do think that's
my highlight for the game.
Yeah, this the travel abroad. For sure. I think out of all the things we've done, now,
but
the San Jose was like for
phenomenal.
Me, wild. Absolutely.
The fact that I got to do New Jersey and San Jose that year or whenever, was mental.
And that's when
Barcelona was probably the best world.
Barcelona was
what's the thing when they put where it's not castrated, is it? When you had to put the metal pants on and goes, right, that's it, none more of that. You've been a very naughty boy. Mickey chastised Simon after you're going away. How right done.
Yeah, no. I did overdo it a little bit.
You went hard. I've never seen you went so hard. I was like, Simon.
I came just outside top 100 in New Jersey, and then I came just inside the top 100 in San Jose. And both times, you're 1 or 2 wins away from cash in, and you think I can do this. But I was taking it too seriously. I took it too hard, and I didn't have time. I work a full-time job. I work a 45-hour week on average.
Oof.
And I just don't have time to play to that level, and I realized that, and I had to take that step back. But anyway, I love the game. I'm still involved in the game. This podcast keeps me up to date with the game because
you have to.
We need to know what we're talking about.
I think that we kind of love it, really. Well,
I think ultimately is the game is fun to play as well. Like we wouldn't be doing this if we didn't actually enjoy playing the game. It almost gets like taken for granted sometimes that like the actual enjoyment of playing the game is paramount because nothing else happens if the game isn't fun to play.
100%. And I love the fact that Silver Age has reinvigorated ourselves and let's get some beer. I didn't even
now I've kept you from your beer for 25 minutes. What are you drinking tonight, Hamish?
Well, because I'm trying to think of a pun, but I haven't got any. But Old Empire. I did think of something, but I thought maybe not.
Hamish has been down the co-op.
Yep.
Well, IPAs.
I know. I saw the elephant and went, Delhi rum. No, it's Old Empire.
Was there actually a Delhi rum in there?
No, there's no delirium. There's no Delhi rum in my area. I don't even know where I even got it from. Right, Simon, what are you drinking?
I've also been to the co-op, but I was talking about a beer last time we were on and how much I liked it, and then I saw it in the co-op. It is the Titanic Brewery.
I was going to grab that, but then it said porter, and I stared at it going, no.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's a good one, and I'm very excited to try it again.
Jesus,
but
this looks like
the first time I had it was on draft, and now this is a bottle, so it might be a little bit different. Trip, the wild card. Has he gone dark beer? Has he gone light beer? Has he gone no beer?
Has he gone wine? Who knows? It's the wild card.
I've got two choices, so I'll let you guys decide what I'll be drinking this evening. So firstly, I've got a Brewdog Double Hazy Jane.
I think
7.2%.
I've already made up my mind.
Okay, and then on the other hand, I've got about a third of a bottle of champagne.
Both.
So
that is my mind. Both.
This was our Christmas
you should be drinking the champagne.
No,
we're drinking this while doing the tree, so I've got a bit left over.
No, Double Hazy Jane.
One of Kate's teachers. You're saying beer
because when I
champagne.
get Trip on like that Double Hazy Jane, because we're going to do a long one, and when Trip gets a little bit of a heavy drink, he gets really chatty, and Simon has no willpower to stop me and Trip talking. So, but
it worked so much better in person, didn't it?
Kate says beer as well.
So okay, all right. I've
outvoted. Is that what you said? What did you say? She said put them together as well.
Yes!
So there you go. I'll have a little bit of both.
Be like a comfortizer, but worse.
I'll put a little tiny bit of. No, I'm not going to do that.
We're going to call it the hazy shazy.
Let's see where Trip sits on the champagne spectrum. What have you got for champagne?
We've never heard of it before. It's a Comte de Senneval. Comte de Senneval, whatever that means. But it was a present for one of the people that Kate teaches ballet to. So very generous gift.
Lovely.
We don't normally have champagne lying around the house, but
I believe you.
It is the Push the Point Christmas special, so I thought, why not? But
Hamish looks unimpressed.
No,
that is hazy. You cannot see through that. Oh
God,
it is opaque.
I'm not a big. This is okay. It looks like an iron brew, but
it looks like an iron brew.
Oh, that's a strong beer.
It's
not strong, but I can just tell that it's going to knock me out.
Should we do partners?
Well,
talk about some partners. Yeah.
Well, do you guys know?
No.
That if you are,
bird is a word.
A Push the Point
Patreon,
then
you will get
every episode you win one pack. Yes, Amy.
6 packs.
But we've decided to go better, and this time you're going to win 6 packs.
What do you mean? It's every episode.
If you're a patron,
he said every 6 episodes. He wasn't listening.
Every episode of Push the Point. If you are a patron, you get put on a wheel. We spin the wheel. If it lands on your name, you get 6 packs of Flesh and Blood. Do you know how much 6 packs of Flesh and Blood is worth these days? You might think £30. You'd be wrong. Because they're not £5. £5
skyrocketing now.
Whoa, really? How much are they for 6?
£33.
Wow.
So if you're
Push the Point patron and you win, You just literally just paid for.
You get all your money for the year back, basically.
Yeah.
Then and there. So, and this episode.
Yeah.
Oh wait, sorry.
Oh, this is the wheel.
This winner, I've written it down.
I got it.
Is Richard Carr, everybody.
Whoa!
Congratulations, Richard.
Merry Christmas.
6 packs of Super Slam.
Lovely.
Simon will be in touch.
Did Richard win Battle Hard in Edinburgh? Was that?
No, that was David Calf.
That was David Calf.
David Calf, it was.
Yeah, and Ben Westmore was in the final with him, but it is that group.
Well, congratulations, Richard. Enjoy your packs.
I love it how you just probably rubbed it into him. He's like, no.
Let us know if you want them before. I was going to say if you want to wait until the world premiere. The world premiere is actually ages away. Still, it's 2 months away. So we'll sort out the postage. But
I will reach out, but obviously I will not be in the country. So
Simon is going to be away in Australia, so there might be a slight delay in.
Well, I bet you Richard would go. Just send it to Amish, and Amish can come and give it to me when I go down on a Tuesday or whatever, and I'll go and say to you, Richard, I don't think so. This is push the point. Simon will still not send it. You'll get it when you get it, boy.
You'll get it when you get it, but you'll get it, and that's the most important thing. So thanks everyone for supporting Push the Point as a patron. We are planning on doing another in-person recording day coming up in 2026.
In the new year sometime.
In the new year.
Do we have a date?
March.
Yeah, we do.
There's something March the 1st, I think.
Yeah, I think.
So
don't commit to it now.
No, we said it. Maybe.
Try and do some recording at the world premiere as well. So we should have more because we've had a really great response to the in-person content that we did the last time we met up. Lots of very positive comments, and if you people like to see it, then we'll do more of it. So, but that's not the only benefit you get from being a Push the Point patron, is it, Hamish? You get a couple of other bonuses as well.
Not only do you get the 6 packs, you also have 3 awesome partners giving some amazing discounts if you're a Push the Point patron. We've got Thistle Tavern, an awesome Scottish shingle sheller from the Aberdeens. If you're a Push the Point patron, you get 10% off your Flesh and Blood singles. If you do want to get some other things as well, Thistle Tavern also provides lots of other products from lots of other different card games, and they also do sealed product as well. But if you're a Push the Point patron, you only get 10% off your Flesh and Blood singles. And if you haven't been to their store in the Aberdeen, you should. They've been on TV and they're about to win awards. So you should head on down.
Oh, an award.
Yeah.
I said a war, mate.
And they're about to start a war.
I didn't know about the Scottish English Civil War.
The S&P are... No. They're in full force in Aberdeen. No, yeah, go head on down. If you head over to Aberdeen, go check out their store. They're
very
awesome.
Similar flavours, these drinks.
What, they're both?
The champagne and the beer.
Just pour it.
Anyway.
There you go, just pour it, mix it together, you'll be fine. Not
Have
only
you done
that.
them all?
No, not only that. We've got PCG.
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 What does that stand for?
Premier card grading.
Premier card grading. That's not.
Yes, it does. And what do they do?
They do grading. They grade your cards.
Premier League.
Yeah, they Premier League grade your cards.
What do you think about the Player Slab Slim from PCG UK, Hamish?
They're slim and they fit in my deck box. So that's what I like about it. If you are a Push the Point patron, you get 10% off your grading. Why do you want to grade? Because it protects your cards and it makes it look good. It tells you how good your cards are in quality, and then you can sometimes get them back and go, ew, what have I done? Why is it a 2?
You can increase the value. So sometimes you basically get your money back because your card has now increased in value beyond what it was before.
Maybe.
That's what I've heard anyway.
Yeah,
that's what I've heard.
Rumors. So, but if you do want to get your cards graded, we do. It does make it feel a little bit more special. It does get it a bit more protected.
I've never had any of my cards graded because every time we've had the opportunity to do it, you guys have just jumped in there, got all the freebies. I'll say it. Yeah, we had a nice little deal where we got a couple of cards. I didn't get any, not one.
I think
Hamish got like 12.
No, I didn't. I'm not even going to start because there was one
Listeners, he
time.
did.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not even going to start.
right.
No, I'm not going to start. But no. Well, anyway, before I kick off at Trip, you get 10% off if you're a Push to Point patron.
You get 10%
And
off.
not only that, we've got Metal Fab Tokens that do awesome metal tokens for lots of different games. And if you're a Push to Point patron, you can find out whenever we get this product over to the UK. So there's our three awesome partners. Now, Trip, hang fire 1 sec about PCG.
I'm hanging.
Because you were given the opportunity to grade your cards, not once, but twice.
When?
And you said, "Oh, I didn't bring any."
Oh, well, I don't recall.
That's the most. You did the trippest thing ever, where you went.
I bet this is like when Hamish said
You did the trip thing, and you went, "Nah, didn't have anything. Not really that bothered."
Point name when it was with me and Simon know that we came up with the push to point name, and Hamish was like, "I came up with the push to point name." You're misremembering, Hamish.
No, I apparently get told by my family that I tend to only remember the things that I want to hear. So
That's interesting, isn't it?
yeah. Well, anyway.
Well, Merry Christmas, everybody. It's been a great episode.
Yeah,
but,
that's it. We're falling out. That's it. Last episode.
We actually, what are we talking about? Are we doing home news?
Yeah.
Good God,
I've actually
we are
got
all
something.
over the.
No.
I've actually got
some
some
mail.
I've got one thing.
Okay.
You've always got one.
Go on then.
My fridge is bust.
His fridge is broken.
It is actually quite it's quite tragic, really, when you come in and go,
Is it fridge and freezer?
no, just fridge. It's warm.
Oh,
That's not good.
No, I went up and went,
That's like,
why is my milk now yogurt? Oh.
it's like the one thing you don't want a fridge to be. Isn't
is it blowing warm or is it just not staying cold?
It's just not
I
staying
don't know.
cold. Yeah, it's an old freezer. So we've gone and ordered a new one, and we've gone for this very spooky thing of where we don't actually pay for it up front and you pay for it later. You know, as long as you pay for it before a certain period of time, it's interest free. Because Florida's coming up.
To do an audio descriptive service for Trip's behaviour on the Spotify listeners.
What?
So all the way through Hamish's.
I wasn't watching Trip. I don't look at what
No.
he does because he
Hamish's
just sits there
partner
mocking me.
Trip was pouring
do you
himself
look at yourself?
champagne and enjoying himself in a
yeah,
very
I was.
strange fashion.
I was tasting it.
Do I actually? What did you say? Do I watch you?
This is a question to both of you when
Yeah.
we're recording the podcast.
Yeah.
What do you look at? Because I look at myself.
Both of you.
Do you look at yourself?
I look at myself constantly. Yeah. Look, you can see my eyes are looking down.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
where my face is.
No,
I'm looking at you.
I look at you two as if I'm having a conversation.
Yeah, I
with
do.
you.
Well, I wouldn't look you in the eye if we were in person either. So
That's
if I can
true,
look at-
you
I
are
don't-
that
I don't
spicy.
I don't keep.
Simon just took his shoes off for a sec.
That's
You are
Simon,
neuro
yeah.
spicy.
He is neurospicy. We all
It's
are.
'cause,
to a-
No,
yeah,
we're
we
not.
play
No,
a-
Simon's
we play a
not.
trading card game, so-
Simon's just, you know, you got
I'm
the
just
mind
highly
of
functional, mate.
you got the mind of a 50-year-old. You're like, yeah. Oh, I don't quite understand all this neuro spiciness.
What I need to do is put my.
He is neurospicy.
I've not been diagnosed with anything. You should. I mean, technically, you're a doctor, so I guess I could use you as a.
We are all on a spectrum somewhere.
Yeah, that is fair.
The only spectrum I'm on is a diet. I'm on the type 2 diabetes spectrum.
The diabetes. Spectrum.
I got 2 types of type 2.
That's interesting. I would like to know people at home. Anyone who uses Microsoft Teams.
I don't, by the way.
Do you look at yourself or do you look at the person that's talking? So I always look at myself. But as Simon is diagnosed,
What?
yeah.
Do you look
Hence
at
spicy,
on
so-
what Microsoft
his
Teams?
social awkwardness even extends to Teams. That's amazing.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't think Trip's that socially awkward. I basically just turn around and look at Trip and go, if Trip doesn't have a migraine, we're in. If Trip has a migraine,
Yeah, it
Trip,
depends on my
Trip's just I'll see when it's gone.
Maybe I'm not. Maybe it's less neurospicy, more just being a bit of a dickhead, really. And you know,
But the thing is,
I'm talking about myself, not about other people. You can.
No, you might. This is where you remind me so much of Ferg, but you do talk a lot more than Ferg. But like, you both have this thing of when you're on side, there's nothing better. But you're a cat, so you're not always going to be on side. Does that make sense?
I'm not always going to be on side.
No, I know. But when I was at Battle Harden at London, I feel like I got the best of Trip. Trip is like behind me, rooting the hell out of me. Really, that's like, yes, Trip. That's it. He's in. He's locked in. And then sometimes I'll just see her and go, hey, Trip, how you doing? Yeah, I'm good, thanks. I'm just going to go over here and see you next week. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gone. I've
He's
left.
just gone. It's like, are we going to eat? Nah, boys, I'm going home. Okay.
It's because you guys take forever to.
That's true.
Get ready to eat.
Simon's is like a dog that just turns around and goes, yeah, just anything.
Simon's loyal.
Anything, anything you want, anything you want. Okay, Simon, what are we doing? Sorry, boys. I've just booked a thing with James, and we're just gonna go and bye. I'm like, oh, what? I thought you were, but he doesn't want to displease anyone. Trip just goes, no.
I'm so good at displeasing people.
Yeah, so. I am someone that wants to go, yes to everything. Let's invite the hall. Everyone comes to the place. Let's all do it. And I go, I'll be back in a minute. 2 million years later, I finished talking to everyone.
My special skill is the Irish goodbye, though.
Oh, what? You just leave?
Just leave.
No. I think I would rather die than just walk out of the door.
You've just got to go. Like when people ask, like, oh, where did so and so go? Like, I was really enjoying having them around. You're like, yeah, I get that. Means I got out at the right time.
No. I
left before I overstayed my welcome, and I just left.
So you're just like my fridge then. Just go, no, bye. What do you mean? Oh, yeah, oh, okay. Guess you're now yogurt. It's gone off.
It's weird looking at you guys while you talk.
Wow,
this is a whole new world.
Okay, well, I mean, okay. Now I'd love for you guys to describe, because I've described what you guys are like, but describe me. Like, what am I?
You're such a golden retriever. Like,
yeah.
Any new thing that comes along, you're like, over there. That's new. Let's go. And then this new other thing comes past before we've even finished with that one. You're like, oh, it's something new. Squirrel.
You have Yeah, if we're all neurospicy, I feel like I'm like the anxiety bomb, and you are like ADHD coded in a major way.
I don't think I've got ADHD.
You don't. But that's why
I don't even know what ADHD. What does it even do?
It stands
what
for
is my
attention
superpower?
Deficit disorder, which means that you bounce from thing to thing to thing quite a lot.
Yeah.
Like when we go around the hall.
But when you get into something, you hyper focus.
From conversation to and you hyper focus. So you go from conversation to conversation to conversation to conversation. So yeah, that's
I do
a little bit. But I wouldn't say I'm not going to diagnose any. I'm like
existential.
Maybe I do. That's it. I'm going on the doll.
I'm not a mental health professional, but I think Hamish has that aspect. But you do have like hyper focus as well. Like when you're editing and when you have an idea, you have like clarity of vision, which is very interesting as well. Where you're like, yeah, I'm going to do that. You get very excited about new ideas as well.
I really enjoyed some interactions you guys had last weekend when Hamish has been trying to get Trip to do some deck techs for some Silver Age decks. Yes. And Trip quite politely said, just leave it with me. I will get back to you when I have the headspace to deal with this. Next day, Hamish, so Trip, you want to do some deck techs?
Was it?
It's like, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I don't really want to do them. I think at one point I was just like, I'm not doing today.
And you're not.
And then that was good. I've learned a lot from doing this podcast.
What?
One of the main things I've learned is to be honest and say if you don't want to do something or you can't do something.
You just gotta say it.
Just say it. Don't say, oh, maybe. Or oh, if I find the time, I'll try and do it. No. Just be like, I'm not going to do that today.
But whatever you say,
and everyone's clarity.
But whatever you do, don't say, nah.
Nah, I do that all the time.
You do.
Don't I?
No, one time I was like, look, are we going to meet up to do this? Nah.
I was like, nah.
I'm like, God, it's so important. Maybe I do have ADHD. But I'm like, because I do forget. Like, did I honestly say the next day? So when are we going to do
this?
Yeah, you
100% did because it made me laugh.
Absolutely, it made me laugh when I saw it come.
You know
through,
what? I actually don't believe.
Listen.
No, I did listen. I did listen. But what I have to do is that I genuinely feel if I don't say anything in this chat, you guys will just get you'll forget. You'll forget, and I tend to just
don't trust us.
No, I do.
No. It's not trust. I think and I get what Simon's saying as well. I understand that there's a difference, isn't there? Like, you do trust us, but even if you trust someone, it's about reminding someone to do something. Is not necessarily that you don't believe they're going to do it.
Yeah.
It's almost like I'm just keeping the conversation going. Even though I say, when are we? Just an idea about deck techs. I'm not today, not whatever. I'm just going to make sure we don't do the thing we normally do. Is when we have an idea and we don't ever talk about it, and then it never happens. But this thing is definitely got to happen because Trip.
Listeners, let me give you some history here.
I
haven't been listening long.
Trip even said, I want to do these deck techs, and he said it more than once. And now I'm sitting there going, the only thing that makes Trip be able to do it is if someone's got to say and be as hyped to keep it going. But I'm also trying to keep the balance off, like a souffle. Like a souffle, too much, he will just go, I won't do that either. So I can't underbake this. I can't overbake this. I've got to get the temperature just right.
Hamish is talking about baking a souffle.
Yeah, a Trip
so
flay.
If you haven't met us three before...
Imagine if this is your first episode.
You pretty much got it.
If you haven't met us before, Hamish is a fantastic ideas man, right? He will come out with ideas. Some of them will be epic. Some of them will just not fly, but he will come up with ideas. Trip and I decided a long time ago in this podcast that we just don't have the drive and effort to do as much content creation as Hamish. And we've tried. We've tried some little mini-series. I've tried interviews. I've tried gameplay. Trip's tried his, build a deck from nothing and buy some more booster pack series. We both fail at the editing. We both are quite happy to start an idea, but we fail at the editing. And then we feel bad for asking Hamish to edit the stuff that we've made.
No, Trip, listeners, I must stress this, that for 4 years I said, I will gladly edit your videos. Just film something.
It's too much.
But you see, Trip is actually
that's too much to ask.
I actually looked back at an old vlog at when you went to
New Jersey.
No, not New Jersey.
Right.
Lille. Trip was a very different man. No mustache, no beard, short hair.
I've changed, dude.
Yeah. And I was like, oh my god, yeah. And I remember you were just you guys had some incredible content. You had some absolutely bangers, and people actually want it.
Yeah,
they do want it, and I'm like, one day I'll get the guys to do it because I know that's what you want.
It might be worth mentioning at this point as well that Hamish is very much a phone call person, and Trip is very much not a phone call person. I can do either, but only at the right time. So Hamish wants to phone us all the time. Anytime
no. Trip has.
I'm gonna phone you
Trip
instead.
Is so stubborn, so unwieldily stubborn that he's the first person I've genuinely
just stopped.
I prefer principles. Is how I describe myself.
Trip is but the thing is that one day I think Trip would go, I know this phone call is actually going to be far more beneficial for me to understand what Hamish is actually saying, because it's also what I want, but because it's Hamish, I simply will not follow through. I will stick to my game plan of, no, I'm going to let this guy with pure dyslexia ramble through WhatsApp, and I'm just going to play Wordle.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's like the connections. You get a little word game every day where you have to work out what Hamish is talking about. And it's quite fun.
He said deck tech. Because that's all he ever says. Yeah.
Sorry, mate.
So
occasionally I will spend hours. I'll read it and then I'll take some time away from the WhatsApp and I'll really think about what it is you were trying to say, and I'll come back and I'll be like, oh yeah, it was this. Or Simon at that point's been like question mark.
Oh, Simon literally no. I tell you what Simon's the guy that is the one that will just show up and be like, lads, I'm the adult. He is dad. Dad is walked into the room.
I'm a fab dad.
Yeah, well, I'm a fab dad. I've been a fab dad longer than you.
You have. Yeah.
I have. But you're dad. She's like, right, boys, pack it in. I'm trying to sleep. I'm packing up for Australia, and used to right. I don't know what's going on. Hamish, shut up talking. Trip. What? I don't even know. You just sit in the corner. Right, going to bed.
Every now and then I'll come back to like 105 messages from these two, and it's not even like 105 proper messages. Hamish has just written half sentences all the way down the page.
Both me and Hamish are messages as well.
Yeah,
like
you can't write one big block.
One long message, and we write literally the thing that is in our head.
The full stop is send.
Yeah, exactly.
Full stop is send.
I do prefer that.
Yeah, I do. So it's like, so I went outside today, send, and then you never guess what. You never guess what I found. Lol, send. Yeah, that is me.
Yeah.
Right.
And then
so now that listeners have,
yeah, there you go. We haven't explained Trip,
update,
but we have. It's only been 45 minutes.
My home news is that I'm going to Australia, so I'm getting out of here for the winter. It dawned on me today that I cycle to work, and this weather has been horrible, and I won't have to cycle to work for the next month. I'm going to miss like the coldest part of the year.
No, you won't. That's why you're going. Surely. I don't even know why I've decided to dismiss what you just said. No, you don't.
He's going to miss the coldest part of the year.
I don't believe it.
Not miss as in no. Not miss as in
Siren,
yeah, I get it. Not miss as in I'm gonna
not be there.
I'm gonna miss it as in I'm not gonna be here.
Yeah, I know.
As in I'm gonna skip it.
Yeah, I know. It sounded like I thought it sounded like you.
As in like
it sounded like you were gonna go. Oh, I'm gonna miss riding around in the freezing cold. I was like, what the hell are you gonna miss that for? You're such a liar.
It didn't sound like that at all.
I'm not gonna miss it.
Oh, okay.
So that's my home news. Trip. Any home news to chip in?
Dude, I bought this tree that's behind.
Oh, is it real?
It's real.
Well, of course it's real. But
I did enjoy your Instagram update of you with a tree on your shoulder.
You gotta put it on your shoulder, dude.
You had an Instagram update
of the actual tree. Yeah. You not got me on Instagram, Hamish.
Insta story.
The day you call me is the day I follow you.
I know it's another platform for you to message me on. So let's keep it. Do you remember when we used to message on Discord and we didn't use WhatsApp?
Oh, yeah.
And then as soon as we moved to WhatsApp, it was like, why the hell did we not do this?
I think you WhatsApped me, and then I was actually because Trip is like, I don't know if this is.
I think I was like, can we just use WhatsApp?
Trip's a diva. Does he use WhatsApp? And you went all the time. It's the only thing I read, and I went, so why? Yeah. Oh, it's because I was going blah 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 blah, thinking. And then Trip goes, I never read Discord, and I went, yeah. So then I messaged you on WhatsApp, and you went, I read it all the time.
I think it was work as well. I think it was work because I was like, I don't really want to go on Discord at work all the time. But WhatsApp, I'm like, whatever. I'm listening out for stuff.
Well, you're kind of listening to us just doing a throwback of our time of a podcast. And
this is our end of year special, so it can be a bit more
2 views.
It can
2 views.
2 views. That's it.
This is going to be our most viewed one. I guarantee it. People could be like, "What on earth?"
Well, it's not enough.
We are going to talk a bit about Flesh and Blood because
we've
literally, as pre-podcast homework, we had like half an hour to watch the dev talk on double speed.
True. I was actually putting Freya getting her washed up, and I had Brian Gotley and James White, Jimmy Blanco.
At 8:15. We were due to meet at 8,
and then they just put this out.
I got a message from Hamish saying, "This is a link. Can you watch it?"
I was already watching it.
Yeah,
I was like,
thank God, because Trip were like,
YouTube,
I was sitting there going, Trip's either watching it or he's going to say nah.
He's going to
say he's going to be one or the other.
Can I just say, like, it's really refreshing to see the head of Flesh and Blood, the head of any game like this, talking quite frankly about where their game is going and what formats are doing. I thought that was a really interesting chat.
Oh yeah, it was a good chat.
It was a good chat.
It was really interesting.
It was.
I like to hear the enthusiasm they have.
Should we talk about it then? Let's talk about what they said.
Let's just dive in now.
I'll be honest, it wasn't.
Let's dive into it.
Let's dive in. 44 minutes was...
Could have been summed up in about 10.
Yeah.
But it was a nice chat.
But it was nice.
Well, I open it. Watched it on 2 times speed. Could have done it in 10 minutes. Great chat, though.
Yeah, and then if I watched it 2 times...
Wish it was 35
No, I was glad. No, I was glad it was a long one. I haven't finished it. It was just nice to. It's just nice to hear them talk. But really, the only like they said, CC's great, cool. We're pushing Silver Age. We know, but one bit about Silver Age I did like was that they're basically saying, I know this. You know this format you're all playing now. Whatever opinion you have of it now, is Compendium is the break open.
It's the launch.
It is the real launch.
They've tested this game with Compendium.
This is
pre-release. They want it to be considered with Compendium.
This is beta.
Yeah, this is beta.
The hype that everyone's giving Silver Age right now, I think, is going to go through the roof when it's launched in February.
Yeah, absolutely.
We get to be there. We get to be at World Premiere London.
I know. That's why that's why. Yeah. Anyway, right. Yes. So really cool to see that they're talking about what the set is, what it's going to be for, how it's kind of positioned itself. It should be it's kind of weird, really. They said they don't want to do supplemental sets, but every supplemental set they launch is always their best. Crucible of War is very strong. Everfest is strong, and Dust Till Dawn is their best set by record, the most sold on sales.
Yeah,
and I know they're probably.
I thought it was really interesting the way Brian talked about that, though,
which was,
Dynasty,
in my opinion, a terrible set.
It was.
It was
so good. I forgot.
Really interesting the way that Brian talked about this, because he mentioned previous expansion sets as a way for the dev team to get some space, because obviously there's a huge amount of work that goes into balancing a limited set, right? So you had Welcome to Wraith and Arcane Rising, followed by Crucible, which gave them a bit of space. Then you had Monarch and you had Tales, followed by Everfest. Yeah, that's right, isn't it? So they came out with this routine of like limited
draft expansion, right? Expansion. Yeah.
And then whatever they said, whether it was we're not going to do these again, or we for the foreseeable future we're going to do draft sets, like they've spent a lot of time doing draft based sets, and some of them have been hits, some of them have not been hits. Like that's okay. I don't see a problem with them bringing back an expansion set. Like I quite, as you say, I quite liked Crucible. I quite liked Everfest. They are good sets to bulk out your collection and make some heroes ridiculously overpowered. It will be interesting to see how they have pitched it for a Silver Age level.
Yeah. I actually secretly love expansion sets, and I remember Dust Till Dawn being absolutely particularly like we were amped for that. Like that was
we were, and it sort of felt a bit of a anticlimax when it came out.
Yeah, that was I don't know. But the thing is that I think the premise of I think if Silver Age wasn't here, I don't think Compendium of Wraith would be as gassed.
No, but that's what it's been built for.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, whereas all the other ones were going, look, we're going to make CC.
Yeah.
CC. And you're like, okay. And then you see it and you go, okay, sure. Whereas all these weird commons and rares that were like, yeah, okay, but CC's very much the best card wins. I think with Silver Age, maybe we're still kind of thinking Silver Age is this big, wonderful, magical rainbow of creation and everything, and it probably will ultimately end up like CC of, bro, it just doesn't beat this card.
Again, I thought Brian was quite, both James and Brian were quite frank when they said they think that the pre-constructed decks that they're releasing for Silver Age are super competitive decks. Like, obviously, people are gonna build their own decks, but they think the decks are gonna be competitive. They think you can go and buy a chapter deck and go and play it in a battle hardened and a calling and do well with it if you can play the game well.
Yeah. Okay. What's your thoughts on that'd be really cool. Compendium trip? Like, is it? I don't know. As we're just talking about it, like in general. Anything to add?
I think we've spoken a lot about, but I think it's I also like supplementary sets, and I think that it gives them, the dev team, the freedom to design the set entirely for constructed play, which is good. I think they said there's a lot of singleton cards in this set, which makes me think.
No, I thought that was Super Slam.
No, I think they said a lot of singleton cards in Pen, which I thought was an interesting thing to say, because I think James White said a lot of singleton cards and a lot of equipment, which made me think that those are two separate things, which makes me think there's going to be a lot. I think 80 cards of equipment, but I also think that means there's going to be a lot of hero specializations in Pen, rare and common hero specializations, because we've got heroes at the moment, like Chain, for example, has access to an incredibly strong singleton card. I think actually that card is technically Shadow. I don't actually think it's a chain.
No, it's not actually. No, it is.
Oh,
no, it is.
That's an interesting.
No, it is a chain.
Soul Reaping.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
I think Soul Reaping is a shadow attack action.
I think it's just a legendary card. And
it's
not
legendary
chain specialization. However, I'm thinking there's going to be more. It's a legendary chain specialization. Ignore me completely.
Yeah. Yes.
But that makes me think there's going to be more hero specialization cards, especially for heroes that perhaps have specialization cards but are only in the majestic slot, which I think would be quite interesting to have, like rare specializations for heroes that perhaps are a bit bottom of the barrel in Silver Age at the moment. So giving them something interesting.
They've done that in the past, because I think the only time that they really did it in the past was Monarch, because like you said, Chain had his specialization. Bolton had one as well that was in rare, and we're like, oh, that's kind of weird that it's in rare,
V
for the Vanguard. Then they just went into Majestic World, and then I remember Uprising, like Fi and
Red Hot and like the Draconic specializations.
The Draconics were left as rare specializations, and it was really I don't know. It felt like it was like, oh, it's an underpowered specialization, and everyone can go, oh, what's the point of having that? And now in this world, it feels like, oh, hang on, these guys seem to have a bit of.
But I don't have a huge amount more to say on Pen, apart from the fact that I am very excited about the set. I like the fact there's loads of equipment we spoke about before. I think for me, the actual interview, there was one thing that I think stood out as being like everything sounded fine, expected. Living Legend, I think if you've been following a lot of the discourse on Living Legend, I think it was expected, and we can perhaps talk about that in a minute if you guys want to talk about that.
I would be up for talking about that.
But the thing that I found the strangest was the
I know what you're going to say. Yeah,
Blitz. Which first things first, Blitz not going to be a official competitive format anymore.
Totally
That's fine. I think everyone expected that. I mean, they announced that skirmish. This is going to be the last Blitz skirmish. I think we all saw the writing was on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's fine. I know people do have a problem with that, but personally, I have no problem with that, and I think actually it's right for the game. I agree with James and Brian saying we don't want to splinter off into too many different versions of playing Flesh and Blood, and we want a clear pathway. And I think this is a great move to
Silver Age CC.
Silver Age.
What I
don't understand is why they have literally completely changed Blitz. They have killed off Blitz, and then they have said, but just in case you want to keep playing Blitz,
it's a singleton.
We have completely changed Blitz to be an entirely different format, essentially.
I know, there's just like low keys like that.
No ban list.
No ban lists, and all
and
one
you can
card.
only play one of each card. Gigbite. Why? Why?
No,
I think this is fine.
I think it's quite fun.
It's bizarre. It's a completely different game.
It is. It is a different game.
It is completely different.
It is a different game. Yeah, but they just kept the name.
I love the fact that they're making it a community-led, short format of the game where you can play any of your cards, but they're singleton.
I just think that I found it very bizarre because now they said in one breath, we want to kind of keep it very clear, and we want people to be playing Silver Age, and then that's your starting, and then when you get into it, you play CC. Oh, by the way, we just Blitz, we just completely changed it up. It might be really fun. Bye.
So community led, I think that's great.
Cool.
Get rid of the ban list. I think that's fine.
Yeah.
Bring the heroes back from Living Legend.
Yeah.
Makes perfect sense.
Cool.
But why implement this additional rule that, for me, I don't understand that, because I think it's perfectly fine to say, here you go, community, you run this game. So why are they setting an additional rule when they're saying this is going to be a
Why
community?
couldn't we have made that rule up?
Yeah, exactly, Hamish. Exactly. It makes no sense. I don't think anyone's going to follow it because people want to play Blitz. And Blitz is.
I'll tell you
2
what,
cards.
Trip. Maybe we shouldn't hang on their words a bit too hard. Maybe they just dropped that in there, because basically, if we said I'm not playing that, I'm just going to play Blitz, no one's going to turn around and go, no, you don't. Maybe they just turned around and said what they probably should have done is that we're going to undo the lot, complete open playground. It's busted. It's unbalanced in every way. Here's some recommended flavors. Try Singleton. How about try this? Do that. You guys, here is some ideas we floated around. It's not hard rules. You work it out. But we thought of these. You do the test. But rather than but I think maybe that's what we should just take it as. Just turn around and they said, it's Singleton cards only. I'm like, well, I don't want to play that. No one cares. This game, that format isn't really real.
It was just odd. I just don't know why they would even say it.
Yeah, I'm taking it more as
a... Why introduce a rule to... It's like being like, we're not going to support 3rd edition D&D anymore. Oh, by the way, you can only play Warrior now. Like, or Fighter, sorry.
Yeah.
Whereas, it's like, what? What? Wait, what?
Okay. But it doesn't really matter because it's not real.
This is the thing. You're right. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It's now a community-run game.
Yeah, we can just ignore what they said. It's fine.
That when we do this big day that they've announced of all the
celebration,
remember the good old days, the celebration, you can play your old Blitz decks again, except I can't play my old Blitz decks again, so I can't actually play Blitz, and I can't actually reminisce about what Blitz was like in the past because I can only run one of every card. So it doesn't really make any sense to me. Like,
it's not Blitz.
Going to that Blitz event, I take Ira. I would rebuild. You know what I do? I rebuild the old skirmish winning Ira deck that I want to skirmish with, and I'd run that again. That would be amazing, and it would be fun. And I can't do that, even though we're not running the game anymore. So, bit of an odd one.
I see what you're saying.
Everything else was fine.
I think your point. I think your point is incredibly valid when they turn around and go, let's do the remember the good old times. And then we're like, I don't remember this game at all.
It was different. You're remembering it wrong.
This wasn't the game I played at all. This is a brand new game. It's Halo 1. But really, you're playing Halo 3 with Halo 5 graphics. You're like, this isn't Halo 1 at all. What?
Very odd. But everything else, I agree with your decision with that. And should we talk a little bit about Living Legend, unless anyone else has more?
Go on, Simon.
Nothing more on Blitz. So the Living Legend chat was I thought pretty measured.
Yeah,
and I thought they'd just been listening to Trip on our last podcast episode. I'll be honest.
I want to calm down and say that absolutely none of them listen to us. And any of you big podcasts, by the way, heads up, any of you big podcasts that turn around and go, oh, they made that ban. I wonder if they listen to us. I'm like, shut up. No one is listening to you. They prefaced it. They don't care.
They specifically said they didn't listen to it.
But I know for a fact they're not listening to us.
Brian prefaced the whole thing by basically saying, they were very excited with how it went down at Worlds, and they really enjoyed how the Living Legend format looked. There was a lot of chat online, on Twitter especially, on how it was such a busted format and people didn't want to play it. But actually, as Tripp said on the last podcast, it looked really damn good on Worlds, and the top players playing it, and the things like Marlin coming out of nowhere as a viable hero in Living Legend when she can't even win a game in CC.
Turns out you need cash in.
Is pretty incredible. Cash in and 3 of a kind. Wow.
No, 3 of a kind was always there. It turns out cash in.
I agree, it's a pretty good card. Yeah.
Oh, I make gold. I have a card that just draws cards, and
You're right, Simon. You're right. You're 100% right. It's an interesting one, and I think for me, I don't know if you guys have heard about this, like. There's this version of the Olympics that people are trying to set up where you can just take as many performance.
Oh yeah,
I watched that.
There's like loads of prize money.
Basically, I felt like Living Legend at Worlds was the equivalent of that, which is like, I don't think this is good for mankind, but it's really fun to watch.
I want to watch it.
For those that are interested,
I will
it's
pay.
called the Enhanced Games. It's called the Enhanced Games.
You know it's
you
wrong.
can take all of these substances.
I want to see it.
And people are being paid millions of dollars.
I want to see it. I want to. Don't you want to see it? It's the circus. It is the circus show.
If you make Flesh and Blood players play that Dash.io deck over and over again, it is going to affect their mental health.
Yeah.
But I am willing to watch it, and I'm willing to pay to see it.
Here's the thing that I think that they got it absolutely bang on correct, is that when they put this out to the ProQuest scene, it didn't work. But when you put this out into Battlehardened London, world premiere, and all the other, maybe not the calling, that I think that was a protest march, that calling that only had 34 players, but there's something about it that it really does work for the established players.
But there's quite a simple reason for that, and because
we own
the established players own the cards.
Yeah.
So you need an expensive format.
You don't need to create it's not meant to be the lead. It's not the headline act. It cannot be the headline act. It has to be the support act. Like, it is one of the best support act formats there is for people that really like the support act, but it should never be a headliner. And Worlds isn't. It's not the headliner in Worlds because it's always CC. No. You're forced to listen to this.
No, you see, I think so. They've said it will take a break from Tier 4, which is fine. But
I think that's sad. I actually think that's pretty sad.
It's only going to be a year. I think it will come back.
It will.
But I think the top players are going to buy those cards if they have to play it, and they're going to test it and they're going to play it. It looks great on stream.
Yeah.
But you're right. When you put it at calling or battle hardened level, there is just not enough uptake because the people that have those cards and are willing to travel are few and far between.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to put it as a side event at Worlds or a calling, great, because you're going to get 10, 15 people show up and you're going to do like a 4-round side event, great. But when you're trying to put it as a headliner, like you say, Hamish, as a calling living legend, as a battle hardened living legend, without anything else going on, it doesn't have a draw.
You see, I think battle hardened living legend is like...
battle hardened living legend. Yes, but when you have a calling that's CC,
I put it as like, if you're going to download it. It can't be it can't be the headline tag in the main stage. It's not good. You can't put it on the second stage. It's the 10.
Third stage headline.
Yeah, it's in the 10. It is heavy metal. You gotta love this, and if you love it, it is sick, and it's in the sweaty 10.
I'll give you a perfect example. I went to download in 2022, and the 10th headliner was. But why is the name gone out of my head?
Oh, God, I've got a perfect example. No idea what I'm on about.
Can I jump in? On
Welsh band.
Lost Profits. Trip.
Nice.
I was going to say
it really worked. It really worked. It was very sweaty. Perfect 10 band.
So the other thing about... So I liked what they were saying about Living Legends.
Why has this band gone out of my head?
The other thing with Living Legend, and the big problem that I foresee with Living Legend, is that at the moment it's the support, like you say, it's the support.
Funeral for a friend. Sorry.
Funeral for a friend. That's second stage. Anyway, but go on.
Anyway, I was going to say, Living Legend, it is the support act, and it was there at Worlds, and I'll be honest,
best support act.
It was more fun watching Living Legend than watching Classic Constructed.
Yeah.
And that is a problem. That is a problem because the player base seems to prefer playing Classic Constructed. But if you reach a point in your competitive trading card game where the audience prefers watching a format that isn't your premier format, that can lead to an issue. It would be like if suddenly we all, if we all go to see the warm up band and then we leave when the headline is
Trip.
on, that's bad.
I don't think that will actually happen because.
But it's a risk.
It is a risk.
It's a risk, and I think LSS will be thinking a little bit about why are we supporting this format, which is very similar to Classic Constructed, and we've had this conversation before. Forgive me, but it's very similar to Classic Constructed, and then at the moment it's not as good, but it looks and feels a lot like Classic Constructed. The beauty of Sage is it's so different.
It's very different.
No one's ever going to be like those. It's different. It's very different, and it's never going to steal the thunder from Classic Constructed. And that I think is important to LSS, because deep down, Classic Constructed is the true way. Feel the true way to play Flesh and Blood. It's a problem. It's like if you have an amazing video game and everyone is playing the modded version of it. Like that must feel pretty bad if you're the creator of that video game and you're like, no one is playing my game anymore. They're playing someone else's version of this game.
Maybe, but I think they're probably like.
LSS also
we're not that bothered because they keep buying copies, but
exactly.
They love the game enough that they want to mod it. Like, there's nothing. I tell you what's work. No, but it's not. The thing is, I would be happy if someone turned around and went, "I want to play Flesh and Blood. I'm not really a big fan of CC, but I like Flesh and Blood, so I'm going to play a modded version, and it's called, I don't know, whatever it is." I wouldn't be offended, because I'll sit there and go, so I'm happy. You just love the game. You love the game you're in. You want to play the game, but you just want to. You're probably not happy with the game that we made. But if you want to buy our product and go jam something else, sure. I think if people turn around and went, yeah, I love Living Legend, and I think as well they really wanted to watch Living Legend, it's because it's actually not that amazing. Well, is it that amazing to play? I think it's, I don't know, it's arguable. Because I remember when I went to play Living Legend at Battle Hardened, and maybe it's because I won, maybe because I was winning. But there's some heroes are just goddamn so much fun to play. And when I took
Chain is one of those.
And Chain. I think Chain is a Chain, and I think maybe Dio now is that other one.
Turns out if you put Go Again on your hero card, pretty fun.
I think seeing any time you see Chain and I think Dio for some it's definitely that, and I think Kano is that. There's just some heroes that just do this thing that is so like, Jesus Christ, what is this? I could not do what this guy's doing, and we actually are more up for watching the top players do.
But that's why you watch
wild things.
That's why you watch sport and why you watch things. Is you want to see people do something amazing, and a lot of the time something you would not be able to do yourself. Like that. That's part of what you're experiencing. Any kind of media for is you want to have you want to be like, I can get close to what it's like to be competing because I can be there and watching this, and
especially when those cards aren't available anymore, right?
Yeah.
So these are decks that are out of the reach of most new players because they are expensive and those cards are hard to find.
I think I've figured out that the most boring times to watch something is watching something you could do and everyone else is also doing it. Like seeing Verdant, seeing Syndra. Do you know what I mean? When you just sit there and go,
if you're one of those players and you're like, oh, I could do that better maybe, or maybe not.
Well, maybe not so much better, but
I've got that deck.
I understand.
I play that deck every week.
I can play the ceiling. Like I can play not as consistently as how the top players playing, but I can play to that ceiling. And I'm just watching some other guy playing that, and then also the other person's playing the thing that you can really quite easily follow and understand. There's something about that, watching it consistently all the time, that goes, okay, sure, this is a little bit boring, but when you go, right, bro, Dio, no idea. I have no idea what's going on or how to even start. Watch you do this. You go, Jesus Christ, this is awesome. Like Jason Rolfe on Lyeth, for example. This is CC. Jason Rolfe plays Lyeth. This is CC. This could be Living Legend. I don't care. I do not know what is going on. I don't know what this guy's going to do and how he's going to do it. And you're just so excited.
I don't know what's in that deck.
Yeah, that's the best bit. It's not about LL or CC. It's just seeing something you just don't understand kick off.
I've got a very unformed theory about what you were just saying, though, Hamish, about these heroes that just feel incredible to play, especially at that power level. They're all heroes that have control over their own hero power. Like Chain, you can give go again to the cards that you've already got.
Yeah.
Dio, you can play cards off the top of your deck. Lyeth, you can change the way you like. You can give yourself might tokens.
Lyeth's secret hero.
He's got 5 intellect.
He's got 5 intellect.
But you look at that compared to some of the other heroes, like Syndra. You need to hit. You need to hit to make it work. Give fealties.
You don't need to hit to make it work. You need to have a long enough chain link.
Yeah,
well, you need
that's only half of a hero power.
You need to not block, right? Like if you want to use your hero
Katsu,
power,
you have to have your cards to hit other people.
I think that's I think what mostly is interesting is that the two that you first described, Dio and Chain, they're the best two examples. Well, they're fundamentally, like, why you brought them up is because they literally say on their text box, I break the game so hard that you don't understand. Like Dio, Dio just goes, you can just look at the top deck whenever you want, bro.
Yeah.
It's illegal, apart from if you play me. And you can play it if you want. You can play that card. And you're I can just have a look anytime and play it. Yeah. Off you go, Chain.
Yeah, I mean,
you see this?
Dio
see
also has
cards?
the action point, right? Like, I think looking at the top card of your deck is all there, but like, for Dio, it's the same as Chain. It's the ability to create go again, right? Like
I think the looking on your top card of your deck is actually much bigger than you think. It opens decision points. Don't get me wrong.
It makes it work because otherwise you like Simon says, that's what gives you control of your hero power is because you can see the top card of your deck, so you're not blind going for something.
Yeah, it's not like Azalea that goes.
But it's like Chain. Both of these heroes have access to 5 card hands, or with Chain a lot more. And Chain is just a busted hero, dude.
It's ridiculous.
You can block for 6, and then you can then have a 4 card.
I think
it's dumb.
I think giving any card go again is not the strong. It never was the strong bit. It was Soul Shackle.
Yeah.
Soul Shackle is just like
6 cards. Like you're playing, just because you block with 2 of them. Like people are like, well, you can't use all your cards just because you can block with them, and then you hit. The worst thing about playing against Chain is when they hit on their first shackle, and you're just like, what am I going to do?
It's like when they hit on the first.
You've got such an early advantage, and that tempo swing you're going to get now is going to be incredibly difficult for me to overcome, and then relying on and people are like, oh well, Chain will miss, and it's like, well, if they miss, they can still play with 4-5 card, they can still play with 4 card hands if they miss, or they just play it's Chain is a bit of a broken hero.
It's busted. It was busted from release. I remember even looking at it going,
every single format.
It is a little bit strong. I remember first seeing him when we did our podcast, and we're talking literally episode 1, and we were talking about like me having a baby, Christ, and we're talking about Levia, and then we saw Chain, and we're like, I guess it's a bit strong, but maybe, I don't know, banishing cards, you're gonna mill yourself, bro.
That is true as well. Like,
well, it does,
but it doesn't get that far a lot of the time.
The thing with Chain is it was very, very strong, and then they banned Seeds, and we all thought Chain was dead. And it turned out it wasn't. And it was like everyone switched off Chain because it was like, oh, okay, now Seeds has gone, Chain's not that good. No,
turns out
it was still insane.
Do you think we do this still now? Do you think we still do this now, like with CC heroes?
Okay, Briar was better. To be fair, like Briar appeared at the same time as Chain getting the Seeds ban, so it was
I think 2025
Briar was broken as well.
No, Briar was definitely broken, but I think the 2025, if we went and put ourselves back in time, Chain would be like, imagine all the top players, like, I don't know, Jacob Clements, Bartosz, just like the army team. It's as if they would put down Chain, as if Seeds is banned. It's like Gravy Bones had Tipple banned, and we went, Deck's dead, and everyone just went, absolutely not. This deck is insane. I'm going to keep at it, and they did. And Chain is that. It's like, no, it's still silly. Yeah, but God, if only I would love to just transport back to that. Starvo was insane. I must admit, though, I don't care what everyone says about Chain. The Living Legend meta is not even close to the bustedness of our time of playing Starvo with Awakening in it. With 3 copies of Awakening and Crown of Seeds, and we were all playing Pro Quests.
It was absolutely game over.
I remember playing and went, take 20 damage, you're on 4. Yeah. On my turn, I'm going to create 20 Seismic Surge tokens and grab Pulverize.
And a Crippling Crush.
Here you go. I'm like, so it's ridiculous. That meta was beyond insane. And we had it was Living Legend on steroids, played at ProQuests.
Yeah.
Well, that was true a Living Legend. We literally played the most broken Living Legend format in a ProQuest. Back in my day. My God. Anyway, Living Legends.
So we can't go back in time, obviously, but we obviously will continue to go forward in time.
Absolutely.
Into 2026. And I want to ask you guys, what would you like to see from Flesh and Blood?
Did it. Yeah, go for it. But there was a bit I was also going to say that we ended the podcast on of doing the review of 2025.
Well, we can't do that because we are an hour and 30.
No, we can.
No, we can.
We can do a quick review.
We can do a quick review, and then we can end. and then we can end on Trip's point.
This is like the episode when we had Shin on, and you guys wouldn't shut up.
Did we have Shin on?
Do you remember when we had Shin on the podcast?
Long time ago.
It was a Christmas special, and it just went on and on and on.
I loved it.
Oh, good God.
Okay, right. So,
what were your highlights of 2025, Hamish?
Okay. So.
What was the best part of 2025, and what was the worst part of 2025 in the game of Flesh and Blood for you?
The best part of 2025?
If you don't have an answer, Simon, you could also jump in if you have one.
So for me, it was Pro Tour London.
Yeah.
Having us 3 together at Pro Tour London, seeing Hamish, I know I'd already sort of scarpered halfway through Hamish's attempt to win the Battle Hardened, but seeing Hamish so hyped up between rounds was just brilliant. Yeah. That whole weekend was phenomenal.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know why Pro Tour London was not in my sphere. That was clearly one of the highlights of the season. Should have got Scott Mines on commentary, but we'll leave it there.
He was working up to it, and he got there in the end. So yeah, my favorite art of this. Well, one of my highlights for myself personally was I was really happy I managed to qualify for UK Nats by getting a top 4, which I was very happy to do. I felt a bit washed this year in Flesh and Blood, and I had a decision where I was either going to play Aurora, which was the top meta deck, or Ira, and I decided to play Ira, and then I managed to make it to top 4 and got my qualification for Nationals, which was great. I probably would have qualified on ELO, but it was nice to qualify in a top 4, which is great.
Could I just
Pro
change?
Tour London was obviously amazing. You can change yours. If you
No. Pro Tour London was a given, but winning my road to Nationals on Viserai.
Yeah.
I mean, that should be peak. And then, and I got a bloody comment from James White going, my guy. And I was like, yes, this guy knows I like Viserai.
And the other highlight of 2026 for me is playing 2025 for me is the introduction of Sage. I am very, very happy with how that format has launched, how that format is to play, and for me, probably beyond that personal achievement, my favorite thing we've done this year is meeting up and recording in person, which was
when we did
incredible.
The barbecue, when we did the podcast and the barbecue.
No, the game. The barbecue was great, but for me, the real highlight of this year for Push the Point was us meeting up at recording games, and I just thought it was really good.
Yes.
I'm really happy with the videos that you have edited, Hamish. I think they look really great, and I really like the content we've done, and it's really sort of made me excited about the channel and what we can do and doing it in our own way. I like how we always do things in our own way. We don't necessarily try to be spotless and perfect, like, but we do it in our own way, and I like that, and I thought that was a really good example of that.
Cool.
Lowest.
Yeah. Oh, the lowest point of the year. Mine's quite simple.
Also, go ahead. I've got another good one, but
no.
I was gonna say UK Games Expo was banging, dude.
I
really liked UK Games Expo.
The more I think back of this year, I was like,
I'm looking forward to that again.
We had a blasting year. We had a blast. We went to Pro Tour London, and we went to UK Games Expo, and then you got top 4 in IRA. I won with Viscerai.
Yeah.
And then we met up and played a game all together. And we met up more than ever than we ever did.
It's been a really good year. It's been a really good year.
And it still feels like, maybe we could have done a bit. Did we miss much? And I'm like, no, we did loads. We did loads. We had a healthy
We haven't gone abroad, but
no, I did actually fail my New Year's resolution. That's why you shouldn't do them, because it's destined to fail. I did say I wanted to go and see a new country this year. But,
okay.
Things in real life and family show up.
Yeah, totally.
And it's fine. You just need to readjust, and then there's always another year. Who cares? Planet ain't going nowhere, bro. So yeah, so I've readjusted it. Lowest point was UK Nationals, weirdly, for Flesh and Blood for me, was the hardest thing I've ever had to go through, ever. And what was really the kick in the teeth, it sucked. Not because of my performance, everything was just not, almost just not lined up. Family life went down the tank. Simon wasn't there. And it was a big deal that you weren't there, Simon. And I have to say, it was a big deal you weren't there. Me and Trip. Yeah, it was. Me and Trip were saying, it's half baked, and I was just not in a good space. So I've got a half baked, not in a good space. Me and Trip would not draft him. So we basically travelled a long way to go to a dump to play 3 games of the one thing we wanted to play. Yeah. And then it was done. I'm not being serious. We played 3 games of CC and the event was done. And you weren't there to even enjoy the after party, which was good fun. We had the boys. Yeah. But you know what I mean? It's not all the boys.
I'll jump in as well, because for me it is the same. I was going to, even before Hamish said that, I was going to say the same, which was I love Living Realms events.
Nothing to do with that.
Incredible events. Yeah. They've organized amazing callings, amazing pro quests, pro tours, everything. UKG.
UK Games Expo. And I had to say, the building they put us in was actually really lovely, and the event went well.
Was fine, but I thought the vibe was off. Mm-hmm. It was just I remember distinctly that conversation that me and Hamish had, where we said, we've traveled all this way, we spent a lot of money. It wasn't even, it was not cheap.
I don't even think it was the cost. Worse, it was just the fact that I would have been happy if it was a tenner. It was,
yeah. And we got to play 3 games of CC, and then we drafted a set that neither of us were that interested in drafting. I know people love high seas, but
and it's not a bad set.
Yeah, I have a whole thing about draft at nationals where I feel like it is such a big advantage to have a team,
a draft camp,
do draft camp, which I guess I could do that, but realistically I can't. And it was sad not having you there, Simon. I don't want to put any. This is not on you. I know Hamish will put this on you, but for me, it is not on you. But
it's not on you.
It was every nationals we've all been there, even when I was casting. And it was sad not having you there. But that is the way it is, and we have to get used to that, because nationals is not a given, and it could well be that this year's nationals is the same, or it
was. The thing is that the best bit about every time we go to somewhere, when we went to San Jose, yes, Trip, you weren't there, and even then it was just.
And when Trip and I went to New Jersey, you weren't there, Hamish.
No, and we were starting to get to know each other at that time, so maybe we were like, okay, we're cool with this. Yeah. But then we went to Barcelona. I mean, the second we went to Barcelona, since I think it's since Birmingham, we went.
Hammer for 4.
Hammer for 4. All that. It's ever since then we've been like, it's not about where you come.
It's not about
or nothing about that. It's about being with your mates. And we could have, if you went to nationals, it would have been like, okay, no, cool. Yeah, we did. We went and we played 3 games. Yeah, whatever.
I still think the vibes would have been a bit weird because it was a weird nationals.
It was a weird nationals.
I'll level with you
even
guys.
if you look back,
I didn't like Wakefield. I'm willing to say it on the podcast.
I didn't mind.
I
actually did. No, I actually think Wakefield has potential.
But one of the things I most enjoyed about Pro Tour London, was having all 3 of us there and just checking in between each round.
Yeah, Pro Tour London was so great.
The
whole drama of Hamish dropping out of the calling on the morning because he's like, "Oh, you guys got to play the calling. Got to play the calling. Oh, I'm not playing the calling anymore."
And then I decided to play it. Oh, it was great.
Oh, that was it. It's like Trip's like, I'm never playing the calling. It's like, why would you go to an event and not go to the calling? What a complete waste of time. I'm not playing.
You give me all that.
And
then I went 0-3 and came back to like positive record, and it was just
but the thing is, we all met up.
We
all
go
from it
between rounds with Trip. Like, just brilliant.
Yeah, it was great.
But do you know what? Speaking of nationals, and this sounds really harsh, I was happy to have an excuse not to go to nationals this year.
Good.
Yeah, I get it.
And I went to nationals the year before with MST, and I was, as you say, Hamish, I was half baked. I hadn't done any drafting of
waste of time.
It was horrible.
Yeah, it was waste of time.
Absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
And I played Zen in CC because I thought it was the best deck to play, and I won 1 or 2 games. And then I tanked, and it felt rubbish.
I remember that was it.
And I having a chat
and
about
you just reevaluating your competitive life.
Game?
Yeah.
Why are we playing this game? Why am I doing this to myself?
And you said I was going to be a judge.
I judged one event, and that was UK Games Expo, and I've not done it since, but I did enjoy it. I just keep getting drawn back into playing. Like I just love playing CC in this game, but I love playing the heroes that I enjoy playing. And for me, picking up the best deck in format and trying to rush it and learn how to play that deck isn't what I'm enjoying.
No.
I quite like taking Katsu and being an underdog, and if I go 50-50, I've enjoyed myself. If I get top 8, I'm ecstatic, And but you're right, it's more about the people at the event. And
because you had a blowout at UK Nationals, but at the same time, we hooked back up. We all went out
for dinner. We had a great time.
Yeah, we had the beers, and that is what really I actually remember about the event. If I had to put a snapshot picture of Barcelona, 100%. It wasn't actually me playing. I don't remember really any of my games. It was us 3 met up with Brandon. He took us to the top of the place, and we all got a cocktail. Sweet. And then we all met up with everyone, and then had flipping ramen.
It was great, and it was. Well, that's why Barcelona is special to me. It was just the meeting up with friends, having those massive beers.
Great.
And just going to the cocktail bar.
And then Liverpool
and it was just chill.
Liverpool was we go to Brewdog. At Birmingham.
Yeah.
What did we do in Birmingham? What did we do in Birmingham?
I think we
didn't go into Birmingham.
No, we didn't. No one goes into Birmingham.
Every time we go to every time we go to Leeds, we go to that big curry place by the Royal Armouries.
Yeah.
Those days are in the past. Like, it's important to not be like just chasing nostalgia, but like
it was just like, where do we eat? It's like everything's a pub. Even the hairdressers is a pub. Like, you don't understand, where do you eat in this place?
Yeah, and like, so I'm really excited about the possibility of being like, I'm geared up to try and qualify for nationals again in 2026. Like I'm not like I don't want to qualify because I didn't enjoy nationals 2025. But for me, nationals is different because I know it's not a foregone conclusion that all three of us will be there. It's not even a foregone conclusion that I'll be able to be there. But it's a different kind of event now, and for me, I want to be able to qualify. But if I don't, I'll know that it's like I'm not missing out on what was in the past. And that's why I'm so excited that the world premiere is happening in London in February, because for me, that gives us like an event where we can get that same thing. And like Simon's gonna be there. I know you're making it work with family stuff, which is amazing. And like but that's what we have to do. That's what you have to do when you get older. It's not as simple as it is when you're in your 20s and you can just go off for 4 days to wherever, or even when you're younger. Like, but that's, you have to make time for these things and make it work, and we'll enjoy it all the more because we know how much effort we've put into making it to these things, whether it's world premiere or maybe we'll get another big European event next year that we might be able to go to. Maybe something.
I'm not I'm in that same camp with you, that I'm really happy that London's happening, because I don't like that's going to be my meet up with the lads. UK Nationals was always the meet up with the lads.
Yeah. But World Premier London is even better.
Yeah, 100%. But I probably will end up going to UK Nationals. Like, I don't really, I feel really weird I didn't go, if that makes sense. And I think I've got to just know
it
what.
Did feel weird.
Would you go even if you didn't qualify?
It all literally.
You can't.
No, I don't really know. If you guys went,
it's kind of a dumb question.
The thing is, before it would be, well, yeah.
You won't know until you're in that position.
Yeah, and I think it all. I think it largely depends on if you guys went. Well, I qualified, I'm going to go, and then you said I'm qualified, I'm going to go. I'll be like, yeah, I want to go, because basically I just want to watch. I want to root for you guys, and then I'm probably going to go and play a Sage event that's coming on afterwards, and I'm just going to go and hang out with the boys.
I know that I won't go if I don't qualify.
Oh, you won't go if you don't qualify.
Unless it's in London.
Okay, so if you don't qualify, but me and Simon somehow qualified and you didn't.
Oh, okay. If
yeah,
you
exactly.
Both qualified, I would consider it.
But if Simon qualified, I'm up for going, and we know Simon's qualified. Would you go? You know that both you won't go if only
Same
Simon.
For you.
Oh, right.
Same for you.
So if I was the only one that qualified, you wouldn't go, even if Simon said he was going.
Unless you were going to win it.
I would just try and use it as an excuse to go. We're all going to hang out and we'll just play some. We'll play some Sage on Sunday.
If you WhatsApp me the day before, and you said to me, "I'm going to win this," I would go. I would drop everything. Go.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I would.
Well, it would never happen because I've got to do draft. But if it was Sage,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
but if you said to me, "I think I can win this,"
you would go,
and I'd go.
Okay.
But I know you. Well, you'd.
No, luckily, I think I saw Trevor post up somewhere, because I was actually having a little bit of a little bit of a fab anxiety moment of going, oh no, what happens if this is the CC Sage UK Nats, and I want to blow my brains out because I'll do anything to get into that format. I think he's basically said draft, whatever, is in nationals. I'm like, oh, okay. Right. I don't think Sage is going to be in UK Nats. Phew, thank God, because if it was a CC Sage, I'd scream if I don't qualify.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't find a more ideal nationals thing. Wouldn't you be so excited? Wouldn't you actually try, Simon, if you knew of a CC Sage for nationals?
It would put a bit more pressure on the potentially 2 RTNs that I'm doing, for sure.
Yeah, but but would you actually? What I mean is, let's just say you got in. We don't know. You got in, and it was CC Sage. Would you go, lads?
Oh, you're definitely testing.
Lads, I'm testing.
You're definitely practicing.
Yeah. We're practicing now. I'm not practicing draft. I don't think I've ever had.
It's just hard to practice draft.
It is.
I think that's my main problem. Anyway, let's not get into the draft conversation. I think
we all agree,
Simon, I think you've not answered yet. What
was your low point, Simon?
2025.
I think my low point was telling you two that I wasn't coming to Nats.
Understandable.
Like, because you guys were hyped for it, and it wasn't that you were hyped for the draft or whatever. It was just that it was going to be the lads, and I was I
think we were both happy we qualified. Like, I think it wasn't a foregone.
That was actually the best bit of UK Nats, is I qualified.
I was going to say, for Hamish, it was a one tournament thing, right? Like, you had one RPN.
Well, I knew I was going to get qualified based on the old experience points. I was like, well, I'm in.
It was ELO, right?
It was ELO, but I was quite fine on the ELO, so I knew I was going to get in on that front.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to have, really, the pressure on was I wanted to have the one last hurrah with Viserai, because I'm never going to play him again. Yeah. And I was just like, oh God, I hope I get a win purely for the story of it.
Yeah.
And that was actually like, oh, I did it, hooray. And then UK Nationals is here. I took Bolton. In fact, the Nationals deck is right here. I haven't put it away. It's still all in its whatever.
And you were on the dance as well.
I was playing Bolton. At UK Nats. At UK Nats.
No, I did. I know you did at Nats, but weren't you testing the dance?
No.
Okay.
Oh no, yeah, I was.
I thought you were.
Yeah, no, I was. I was. No, I was. Yeah, 100%. And then I went, oh no, it blows into Gravy, and I just suck at playing it against Syndra, and it's Syndra and Gravy.
Yeah,
I'm playing Bolton.
Which is amazing.
And I went 2-1, and I was like, oh, see, and I could have 3-0'd. But I said, it doesn't matter. This is what makes National such a waste of time. I go, I did it, lads. I did it. Let's see if I can 2-4 draft. That's literally all I can hope for, is if I can get 2 wins, that kind of, and then you're out. You know you're out when you've got 4 losses. What's the point? Yeah, you're right.
Well, I think we can all agree, though, our high point for 2026 so far is looking like
Silver Age.
Definitely. I think for me, it's Silver Age. It's the world premiere. It's the opportunity for the 3 of us to do more recording sessions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think just continue to think about the kind of content we want to make and keep it fresh and do things on our own way, as we said earlier. Like, I think for me, the other big highlight of 2025 has been the incredible growth of our patron scheme and the incredible growth of our new audience on Push the Point. We had like a 300% increase in new audience in 2025, which for me is super validating that
we're still doing something relevant.
We love you guys who have been listening since the very beginning. We love you guys who've been listening for years. Like, we would not be in this position without the support of our longest term listeners and the people that have been tuning into this podcast for so long. But it's also just very gratifying to know that we are still reaching new people, and that is great. And I think we've been putting out content that is really good and shows that we've got a lot of energy, and that is fantastic. So for me, 2026 I think is going to be a big year for us in terms of pushing that, and really finding like where we can provide content that's our style, but doing something that people enjoy. And I think we've managed to find some good stuff in that space. So very exciting for me for us to be able to continue to do that. And the world premiere I think is going to be amazing. And that's probably the main things I'm looking forward to at the moment, because we don't know what the rest of the year is going to bring.
Yeah. I have to say, normally this is you guys, and I can go on forever. I'm like, right, done.
We have been recording for an hour and 40 minutes.
40 minutes.
Yeah,
right.
I think we had 10 minutes of preamble. But...
Yeah, no, that's okay. Everyone,
well, thanks everyone for listening.
This has been great for the people that don't like Flesh and Blood, because you got a literal podcast worth of nonsense. And then,
and then we got almost a podcast worth of Flesh and Blood as well.
We pretty much almost got a whole podcast of Flesh and Blood. We got it's a good Christmas special. We are going to be off for basically 2 weeks.
So there will be some content going out on the channel. We're going to have a video. You probably would have seen the most recent video that came out this week, which was our Chain and Pleiades game. And then this is coming out on the Friday, and then there'll be the final episode of our Showdown in the Shed series coming out in following Tuesday. And then Hamish has got a Verdansk deck tech that's actually going to be out just before this. And then I'm going to hopefully be doing an Ira deck tech. And we might do a couple more deck techs, me and Hamish, over the Christmas season where we find the time.
Like a souffle. Like a souffle. You got to get the temperature just right.
We might even be able to get a Katsu deck tech from Simon when he's back from Australia.
No, but Simon will do it. I just got to
for the new year.
He's easier to work than Trip. I just keep going. Just blow it, Simon. You'll do it. Come on, I can force you to do whatever I want you to do. Trip is like, okay, no.
Trip's like the cat.
Trip is a cat. Yeah. Trip is a cat. I go, come on.
As soon as Hamish is like, do something, I'm like, I don't want to do it anymore. I was like, I'll do an Ira deck tech, and he was like, oh, you should do an Ira deck tech, and I was like, don't want to do it no more. Don't do it no more. I definitely will do the Ira one because I'm pretty.
I know you actually want to, and it would be literally criminal if you didn't. It would be criminal.
Yeah,
it's like saying it's like me going, nah, I don't think I'll do a Viscera deck tech.
Is very similar to what Ian Zhang took to the top 8.
Well, let me guess. It's the Crazy Brew.
The Crazy Brew, he does run 2. I'm still not sure.
It's a Crazy Brew deck that doesn't have Crazy Brew.
I tell you,
in
it works really well in Katsu as well.
I think it's better in Katsu, honestly, because you've got more of a.
Well, you can't search for it. What are you doing? Why is it better in Katsu?
Because they block the first attack to prevent Katsu, and then you present 6 on hit heal 2, and it's like, are they going to throw another 2 cards at that? Like, I think it is good because that if you hit with it, it's like a 1 cost to 8. So anyway, we'll cover that in the video. So thank you for listening, everybody.
Yeah, thank you. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye. Merry Christmas. Bye.
Merry Christmas.